All right, this is my second attempt at recording this. I'm about to show you the progress on a game, or more like a project as of now, that I've been working on with a partner I came across over a month ago. So this project has been going for quite a while, and I think it's got some nice progress to it. This is a game inspired by a beloved game by both of me and my partner for this project. He goes by the name of Strange on Discord. I do not know too much about him, but he doesn't know much about me as well. Doesn't matter. The game itself is actually turning out to be pretty cool. But yeah, it is heavily inspired by a beloved game of both of us called Robocraft. We both played it a few years back, and I mean, I loved it personally. It just um, you know, life came in and I just did the other things. But, as a project to try and create something similar and execute it as well, if not better than our predecessors, is a really nice challenge. And yeah, I've decided to take it upon myself to, take part in this. So let me just kind of show you around. I think you've been seeing this UI for quite a while. It's very basic. All it's got is a base selection bar over here that you could loop through different robots. And as you select them, there's like a loading kind of sequence here for bigger robots, and smaller ones kind of load up quickly. It's all kind of basic save files as of now. It's not encrypted or anything. The idea is, or at least the game concept is, that you would be able to build a war machine with artillery and movement components and send it to battle and fight other robots in an online scenario of sorts. It could be anything really. We hope to take it into a new direction. Take it, make something interesting out of it. But the main focus so far was around the core mechanics and making everything kind of just work, you know. Um, Kudos for the UI, for the slick design, again by my partner, and we both have been extremely kind of passionate about making everything the way we wanted it. Um, so yeah, you have this base selection of robots that you could later go in game and actually do some stuff with them as of now. Um, Again, the mechanics are very basic. Let's go into edit mode here. But as you could see, there is enough for me to actually show that I wanted to go ahead and show it. The editor itself is very basic. As you open a robot, if you already have a robot in this bay, it will show up and you would be able to enter in and tinker with it, edit it, change it completely, erase it, I don't know, add better parts. But right now it's kind of a basic case of point and place, right? The the A lot of thought went into making all these features as friendly for the user as possible. So you have, of course, the undo mechanics that are multi action undo and redo. So if you place multiple blocks in small intervals, it would get rid of all of them at once, uh, and put them back as well. There's a basic saving mechanic, so control save will save this robot now as it is, but you could always still control out, control undo, control Z, I guess, and save that. Um, there's a mirror tool that you could use, and that thing was a surprising amount of pain to figure out, since these meshes cannot really be mirrored but just rotated in a way that looks mirrored. So every mesh is kind of special in this aspect, where you can't really, it doesn't, the same mirroring doesn't work for every mesh. But yeah, that's kind of a nice little nightmare that we went through in the process of figuring this out from basically scratch. Um, but yeah, you have, of course, this, if you press T, you have this block choosing UI that you could go through. For now, we have just the very basic that covers transportation and artillery. So I could go in using the mirror tool very conveniently, just go in and place guns and stuff around. Of course, there is a race functionality, and if you place things that are not connected to, for now, an origin cube, so the first cube that you place will be counted as the origin. I think it's found around here. It's this one, I think. So anything that is not connected to it will be regarded as disconnected and indicated in red. As soon as I connect it, of course, it detects it. Now, the algorithm for detecting these connections is not the finest work, and I've actually just finalized a much better working algorithm for this purpose, so I could use in-game in multiplayer that will be much faster and more intelligent with what it does. But right now this is kind of brute forcing through just neighboring caches to do all the work. Like, I could get in here and just disconnect the whole robot as well. It's pretty cool. I can press middle mouse to eyedrop the part and choose it. And of course, if you place your robot and you notice, hey, I need to move it back a bit, you have these basic functionalities to move the robot around. Right, left, forward, backwards, up and down, and of course rotate it in 90 degrees in each direction. If you press the mouse long, it starts picking up the speed and kind of spam them around, which, you know, sometimes you just want to draw around with this kind of, not this piece specifically, maybe. Yeah, Control Z on a lot of stuff is still a bit broken, but it worked. Let me save and actually exit out of this. If you do make a change, or for example, and you go ahead and this is just a quit button. It's called save because of lazy. It will ask you to save your changes before you leave, and of course we don't want to save that. That's just a bump. Oh, sorry. We don't want to save that. But yeah, now we have a little robot here that we can actually go in and play with. So yeah, this is kind of the movement. It's not 100%. I do feel like we could do even more of like tinkering and make it really feel dynamic, fluid, but also kind of keep it physical and momentum based, you know. And for, you know, gun mechanics and stuff, having everything rigged properly was also a really nice challenge. Having the turrets snap onto, you know, whatever point in the world you're looking at, so they actually fire there. The gun sounds are great, of course. But yeah, what you could do now is you could go in and dismantle the robot, and you could see the block detection at work. Actually, it's a bit too slow. I kept it slow for the sake of debugging, but it doesn't need to be this slow. It could be much quicker. Yeah, but you could see it in action. It keeps the origin cube, and it actually does disturb your movement if you hinder or hit like critical parts like this. And now it's completely immobile, and if I go and hit the origin cube, it's gonna get rid of the whole thing. Yeah, actually, I guess I just need to do a quick little detour here and change the amount of repetitions to, like, I don't know, 100. And actually, let me pull out my big robot here so you could see the algorithm at play. So there's a gun on the other side that I could shoot with. It's not the most optimized of an experience right now, but these are around 1,000 blocks with with blueprint based, you know, blueprint based mechanic for most of the other stuff. So you can't expect too much of it. That data on the top left is just kind of debug of what. Yeah, that was, Jesus, that was a lot. But yeah, it's again, it's not the fastest, but I'm sure there's gonna be some cool solutions for that, probably making everything a bit more optimized in that aspect. Um, and of course, yeah, that's kind of just all we got. It's good progress, I think. We've been working on this one for kind of on and off for the past month or so, month and a half, and we hope to improve upon it. I'm gonna link the I'm gonna link the Discord in which we are supposedly gonna be posting updates and stuff when there's an actual project coming out of it. And of course, I'm gonna link my partner's YouTube channel so you can go check him out. Check out the first demo that he published around this project. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys kind of found it interesting, something that you might be wanting to add to your kind of keep an eye out for, or add some second opinion on. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Um, yeah, see ya.